Very good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here at the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott, Arizona for the quarterfinal matchup pitting Snowflake High School against the Alchesay Falcons. As we first like to thank our sponsor list, Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce, Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo, the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, and Horn Auto Centers. This is a big one between two teams that have a lot of familiarity with each other. They've already played each other once earlier in the season in November. Alchesay came out on top of that one. Snowflake busy winning the state championship in volleyball at the time, so their roster was not entirely complete. It's a little bit of a different go here as the Lobos check in 16 and 12, 8 and 2 in the 3A East, with the 16 seed having knocked off Gilbert Christian, the 1 seed, to earn the privilege of playing these Alchesay Falcons, who knocked off Wickenburg in the second round to advance here to the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott. The winner of this one is going to get Window Rock in the semifinals as they knocked off Tuba City in relatively easy fashion. Tuba came in having upsetted Bourgade Catholic as just the 13th seed. Window Rock wins that one by about 17 and is now awaiting the winner of this Snowflake Alchesay ball game in a contest that will take place at Veterans Memorial Coliseum over this weekend. As we take a look here at the Ace Hardware keys to the game, Ace Hardware has a locksmith 24/7. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. It's going to be a pretty simple situation here for the Lobos. They got to try to get some misses and make sure that they're cleaning the glass. As to keep an eye on that, Libby Schneider, who's the big end underneath for the Lobos, going to try to make sure that she is able to complete defensive possessions when her Lobos are forcing misses. Alchesay trying to make sure it's going to start raining from the outside as we take, again, a look at those Ace Hardware keys to the game. 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out, any day or night, call Ace Hardware with 3 locations at Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. Already got some. Oh, I guess we are doing the national anthem.
Our next game features the Lobos of Snowflake taking on the Falcons of Alchesay.
Sorry, folks, I'm waiting to see if we're going to do the national anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups.
We are not. All right, we're good to go. As the starting lineup for the Lobos is going to go as follows. Up front, Kinsey Brogan, just a junior, as she's going to be one of the guards, as is Katie Penrod. Natalie Carlisle and Chloe Olberg also out on the wing, and then Libby Schneider going to be occupying the space up front. Oh, let's do that. We'll have the tip for you right after this show report presentation of high school basketball on NightTalk 106.7.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Get ready to tip it off here. When you're ready to tip off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. It's Northland Pioneer College. As Schneider is in the center circle wearing blue, ready to jump it up with Cameron Nachu. Alchesay, the Falcons wearing home white. The tip is controlled by the Lobos, who are already at the rim, and there with the finish is Kinsey Brogan. So here come, as we face the scorers table, the Alchesay Falcons going left to right. Snowflake with an early 2-0 lead is on the outside. Nashio starts it along the perimeter where it's had by Massey. She gets inside the arc, then shovels it back out, where pass is fake to the right, attacking to the left. Sanchez is on the dribble drive, and she's got the finish. So tie it up at 2, and now the Falcons are in the backcourt defensively. Reminder that we can't show you any video. So thank you for joining us for this audio broadcast as the Lobos and Falcons. Oh, we got the scoreboard. There's another move to the basket without the ball. Oberg gets cut off, so she pushes it back outside where Carlisle tries a jump shot from 18 away, but it's not good. Rebound's cleared by the Falcons. Trying to hurry. Jazz Nosey already at the top of the key. Tied up at 2, 1 minute in. Gets to the elbow where she nearly loses it, but instead reverses to the corner near side. And along the baseline goes Sanchez. Try to drop it off. Pocket pass can't be had. Nachu instead has it rolls free as it's going to be elevated out of Massey's hands. And she knocks down a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer. 5 straight points scored by the Falcons. They lead 5-2, a minute and 15 seconds in. Oberg's up front, but double teamed along the near sideline. Tries to hand it off, but she's going to force to shovel it back out where it's had by Carlisle near the mid-court stripe. Now to the block on the right side where a turnaround jumper is attempted by Schneider. She can't get that one up. Oberg's got a second opportunity. Schneider with a third. Can't get that down, but she is going to be fouled. And we go to the free throw line for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Lobos doing an awful lot to try to get the ball underneath, where they've had almost all of their shots here in the first couple of minutes, so just a minute and a half taken by Oberg and Schneider is Schneider's first foul shots off the back rim. Still with another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw coming up, as that one will fall, make it a 5-3 ball game. As the Falcons trot into the forecourt's right side, starting the attack with Nosey. She crosses over to get to the right side and then into a painted area off the square. She's good. Nice move to the rim there from Nosey. And again in the backcourt defensively, nearly knocking it away from Schneider. She's going to throw this one up front to the far sideline to break the pressure and then get it to a cutter with Carlisle at the rim and have that one blocked though off of her and out of bounds to the Falcons. 6-5 with a huge Alchesay cheering contingent here in Prescott. You're going to hear them behind us as they go to the foul line, and Nachu, who's going to try to attack down the right lane line, but as she gets toward the block, she's going to be bumped and fouled by Oberg. It's like a soccer match back there. So after the first team foul whistled against the Lobos, first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is taken by Cameron Nachu. She can't knock it down. The team's up 7-3, 5:56 to go in the first quarter. And she's lining up another one. Puts this one up and off the back rim. It's not good, but the offensive rebounds pursued by Nashio. She's got it for the Falcons. Kick it up top. Nosey's on the attack. Has this one stripped on the way up. Saved by Nachu. She tries to get this one back out to a cutting Nosey, who's going to go again high off the glass. And it's an early 9-3 lead here. The Lobos trailing it again, forced to deal with some pressure in the backcourt. Carlisle goes to the sideline on the right, tries to feed it outside to Schneider, but the pass is low and away from her, and she can't put a fork in it. It'll be a turnover. The Lobos giving it away, trailing 9-3, 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Nosey's had the hot hand here in the early going as she starts right of the lane, hesitates left and attacks to the right. She puts it up too short. Everything but the finish as the rebound's cleared out by Penrod. Retreats as she sends it back to Carlisle. She's at the far sideline where she crosses over, left, right, back to the left, and then gets between the circles where a reach-in foul is going to be whistled against Massey. Second team foul against the Falcons. Lobos struggling on the offensive end with all of this pressure that's being tossed at them by the Falcons. allowed to inbound this one toward the center circle in Penrod. Start the reversal to the corner on the near side. Brogan wants to enter it inside to Olberg, but it's deflected by Nachu and stolen away. Here comes Nosey. She's already inside the arc as she's trying to split two defenders. And a blocking, an offensive foul is called on Nosey. Credit Schneider there. She held her ground, perhaps helped the official a little bit with a pretty aggressive tumble, but it all worked out as she is able to draw the third team foul against the Falcons. That's just the first on Nosey. As checking out is Cameron Nachu. Coming in to replace her is Boo Brown. Snowflake going from the middle to the right to break a trap in the backcourt. Eventually get it up front. Hattie Nichols just checked back in as she gets it on the angle right side to the foul line. And Schneider, as she's being surrounded by a couple of defenders, able to get this one to a cutting. Who is that? That's Natalie Carlisle, who went on the attack without the basketball. And it's going to be bumped and fouled. Snowflake, which is having a hard time finding buckets, watches as the Falcons commit the fourth team foul and are now putting the Lobos ever closer to the bonus as the first one from Carlisle is up and not good. She was 1 of 2 earlier. Of course, getting to the charity stripe, only going to make an impact if they're able to knock them down, these Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws, but she gets neither. Attempt to get the rebound. Braxton Jones has her hands on it momentarily, but it's instead going to be saved out to Jenna Sanchez. Here come the Falcons, leading 6, 4:32 to go. The offense starts on the left side. Nashio sends it back to the right side, trying to attack down the right lane line is Massey. Instead, she's back outside to Sanchez. Starts right, then comes to the left, bounce it in front of the Lobo bench. Now attacking with the right hand. Massey gets into the painted area, throws that one up, trying to get to the line, but can't do so. Can't get the shot up and good as the Lobos clear it already in the front court right side. Drop it off now in the near side to a cutting Schneider. Tries to use the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebounds cleared back out to Nashio. The Falcons get the stop. They lead 6, 4 minutes to play in the first. As Nashio trying to go inside toward the left block where she was looking for Brown, but it's knocked away and out of bounds off of Brown. So Snowflake now with the takeaway is at the scorer's table. Checking in for the Falcons is Andrea Suttle. She'll replace Cheyenne Massey. Both teams using their bench here pretty aggressively in the early going. Just over 4 minutes in. Lobos nearly have it taken away and eventually done so. Now a pushing foul will be whistled against Carlisle after she lost the handle in the face of Nashio's pressure in the backcourt. Second team foul whistled on Snowflake. Great atmosphere here. As good far as Subtle. Sends it to the midcourt line, and Sanchez, as she slowly approaches the top of the key, has her pass up top, try to get it to the high post, deflected by Carlisle. She's got the steal. Lobos need points as they trail 9-3. Push this in front of the Alchesay bench where 3-pointer's on the way, but off the glass, not good. Rebound tipped and taken by Jones. Another second opportunity here for Snowflake as they trail 6, 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Carlisle gets it to Schneider, turns around at the foul line. She's got the jumper up and good. First bucket for the Lobos since the first possession that came off of the tip. Only trailing 9-5 despite the offensive struggles. As here come the Falcons now. Sizing it up near the left wing. Nashio attacks to the left, bounce it to the corner far side. Now along the baseline, Sanchez tries to go on the run. Can't get it up and good. Brown has the rebound, though taken away from her by Brogan. Trying to clear it out again with pressure in the backcourt. Eventually gives way to Schneider. Try to bounce this one toward the Alchesay bench, but it's deflected out of bounds. Hustling in front of that one was Corey Alchesay. Stops play with 2:55 to go here in the initial. Lobos right now have bookended their first and most recent possession with an awful lot of offensive struggles as they continue near the center circle with Carlisle, who prematurely picked up her dribble and drags her pivot foot. Turns it over right back to Alchesay, but the Falcons right now, especially ever since Jazz Nosey went out, having a little bit of a harder time on the offensive end in their own right. Inside at the elbow, then back out. Subtle hands it off. Nashio, she attacks left to right. Tries to step around. Another stationary move from Schneider, who already drew one offensive foul. And that time she's able to force the miss as she's going to check out. Olberg's back in for Snowflake. Checking in for the first time, Chloe Reedhead. Well, we'll get the rest for you here as Alchesay is just taking a timeout with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. It leads 9-5. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Ace Hardware is certainly the place to get everything from hardware to tools, lumber to drywall, propane to wood pellets, and so much more. But did you know that Ace also has one of the White Mountain's best collections of artificial and silk flowers? Ace Hardware is the best place to find completed arrangements or get all your favorite individual items and make your own. If you're crafty, you'll love everything Ace Hardware has to redecorate your home or create unique one-of-a-kind gifts in their complete craft section. Oh, and find an unlimited variety of herbal teas from the brand for tea's sake. Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Back here at the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott, Arizona, quarterfinal matchup between the Lobos and Alchesay Falcons. Snowflake with the basketball after Alchesay uses its first time out. Skip it to the far side and then trying to set it up for Jones, but she's surrounded. Able to force a pass back out to Nichols, who tries the mid-range jumper that's not good. Olberg nearly with another offensive rebound, but will in fact go out of bounds and remain with Snowflake. The Lobos, though they've had a hard time getting buckets, have been providing themselves with all sorts of extra opportunities because of the work on the offensive glass. Is breaking in front of the Alchesay bench. Had it open pass to Reedhead, instead go outside the three-point line and get it to Jones. Eventually Reedhead gets it, now mid-post Olberg, surrounded by Falcons. Skip this one right to left where it's gathered in by Penrod. Inside to Jones, who turns around and puts it off the heel. No good there, but rebound is had by the Falcons as they close it out after allowing a second opportunity. Suttles in the front court right side as she moves to the left, leading 9-5. Minute and 55 seconds left. There's a big swing as the ball falls out of Nashio's hands, hits the bottom of the net, and will go to the line with an opportunity for a three-point play after Braxton Jones. She had to remain vertical. I think that would have been viewed as pretty good defense. Instead, she dropped the hammer, couldn't get the block, and there's the first bucket for the Falcons in a while with Nashio at the free throw line for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass charity stripe trip, trying to make it a 12-5 game, which he does. Third team foul in the first half on the Lobos. Is checking back in to Cheyenne Massey. She replaces Sanchez as the Lobos try to get this one to the center, but it's deflected and stolen away. Alchesay with the steal. She goes to the rim off the square, can't get the finish. Olberg trying to secure the rebound for the Lobos. And it looks like a fifth team foul is going to be whistled against the Falcons, as Alchesay, who couldn't get the bunny, is going to commit what might be viewed as a frustration foul there on the reach. Jones being replaced by Schneider. A very quick break there for Livy Schneider, as she sets up here near us on the left sideline. Going from the center back to the right, trying to break the trap with some dribble penetration, eventually get it over the time stripe where it's on the attack with Olberg. She can't get the finish, but Schneider with another offensive rebound, and this time is able to roll it in off the rim. Snowflake, which had all sorts of offensive struggles throughout most of this first quarter, right now only trailing 12-7 with a minute and 24 seconds remaining. Bounce it inside, then back out, curling around a screen. Nashio tries it from 15, but can't get it down. Rebound is had by Schneider. An overhand pass gets it into the front court straight away. Breaking to the right side. Nichols is on the attack, but gets cut off at the baseline, and now another reach-in foul is going to be whistled against the Falcons. That's the sixth. Going to get this one on Boo Brown, but for the remainder of the first half, of which there's still the entirety of the second quarter, Snowflake is going to be going to the free throw line following this one, as that's the sixth team foul whistled against the Falcons. Schneider was all alone, and they had a hesitation to get it to her. I think that was Penrod inbounding, and eventually fired a pass a little too hot for her to handle. It goes off her hand and is stolen away by the Falcons. Massey was open on the angle right side. Instead, she retreats. Now attacks right to left. Goes in front of the Lobo bench and finds Sanchez. Trying to direct traffic on the interior. Now she's pounding the rock on the outside. 12 seconds to shoot as she gets inside the arc. Back out, Alchesay starts moving to the right side where she pushes a pass out, had by Massey. Gets around Schneider on the baseline, trying to go up and underneath. And a difficult shot was just made a lot easier as Chloe Reedhead tried to come in and provide a little defensive help, but instead commits a foul. I think she was just trying to make a play there on the defensive end, but as she was doing so, Massey had turned her back to the basket and was going to have to make a circus shot, and instead gets a couple of much easier Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws, though she puts the first one up too firm. Checking back in for the Lobos, Natalie Carlisle, as Reedhead is getting a little bit of a talking to. Second foul shot is also off the front rim, so neither of those Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws go down. Schneider has this one as she's surrounded by Falcons on the far sideline. Has it poked away, and they're going to say it never got touched by one of the Falcons. Snowflake's bench is asking for some help or conference, but they're going to get neither. So turn back over. Credit the Falcons with the double team for frustrating the Lobos' attack. Now the shot clock is off. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. 12-7. Alchesay trying to hold for the last shot. Put it inside to Massey. She retreats outside the arc and is now pounding it between the rings. Centered over straight away Sanchez, and an offensive foul is committed by Massey as she was trying to clear out, I believe, Schneider by putting her backside into her on a weak side screen, and instead is going to have another turnover here. Both of these sides being very generous with the giveaways. And now the Lobos, with 10.7 seconds left in the first quarter, have an opportunity, trailing 12-7. Fire pass to Olberg, center circle. She's surrounded by a couple of players. Will use the dribble. 5 seconds left as she clears it out to Carlisle over to the near side, where Penrod's going to try a three-pointer that, as the buzzer sounds, misses the apparatus. The Falcon fans, of which there are many, are letting her hear about it, but the Lobos got to feel pretty good after having a good 5 minutes of offensive struggles to go into the second quarter only trailing 12-7. This is high school, or Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
I chose Snowflake Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools I haven't used. There's always been work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC's transforming my life.
Getting ready to start.
I chose MPC.
Ready to start your college education. Go to Northland Pioneer College and pay the lowest tuition in the state. The Lady Falcons are going to begin with the basketball and a 12-7 lead. Have committed 7 team fouls, so the Lobos are in the bonus for this second quarter. Snowflake only been whistled 4 times, is now attacking at the top of the league. Alchesay gets down the left lane line, but can't get the finish. Again, the Falcons put themselves in a situation where they got a great look, and now it's poked away from behind Carlisle. It's going to be taken away by Alchesay. And then it's thrown right back. Taken away this time by Penrod. She fans out to the right side. Nice job getting back defensively by the Falcons. Is trying to get the entry pass inside. Instead, it's taken away by Sanchez. So the first quarter, which was marked by all sorts of generosity, coming right back into the second, as there's already been 3 turnovers. On the outside, Alchesay goes in front of the Lobo bench. Sanchez looking inside, trying to get it toward, who's that set up there? Well, she can't in front of the Lobo bench. It was Nosey who was on the attack. Second effort from Brown's not good. Rebounds cleared out by Snowflake's Brogan. Now they got to get it over the stripe. Carlisle goes to Brogan over the far sideline. Has a hard time with the handle, but she's able to keep a couple of Falcons away from it. Now fire pass to the baseline's right side. On the attack, Penrod puts it up and good. Snowflake is only down 3. 6:45 to go. Second quarter. The Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report is on the approach as it's bounced to the angle right side. Massey back out. Nosey straight away. Had a long break in the first quarter as she starts backing down a Snowflake defender. Instead kicks it out Brown. And then straight away, Massey. One bounce handed off Alchesay. She stops near the top of the key. Quick touch to the baseline, then back out to Sanchez. 10 seconds to shoot as she picks up her dribble right of the lane. Try to force it to the high post, but it's instead taken away by Brogan. Here come the Lobos trying to make it a 1-point game through the paint to Carlisle. Off the glass, too strong. Schneider with a touch. Tip it out where it will be controlled by Penrod. Go to the mid post now, and Schneider, who uses the glass to score it and make it an 11-point game. A 1-point game. 12-11. The Lobos are only trailing 1 with 6:02 to go in the half. Snowflake takes a timeout. Shoulder Ford's presentation of high school basketball on italk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
After Snowflake uses its first timeout, 6 minutes to go. Halftime on the approach. Falcons have the basketball in a 12-11 lead. Alchesay's had a couple of looks at the bucket here, but haven't been able to get it in. The second quarter, have a couple of turnovers to boot as Nosey's on the outside. Picked up by Penrod as she steps inside the arc, starts moving to the right, tries to spin around. Penrod spins back to the right, and they're going to get Penrod with the reach. Had an awful lot of basketball, but she was coming across both arms, and Nosey's going to go to the free throw line after the 5th Snowflake team foul. Jess Nosey picked up a personal and then went to the bench. I think she missed about 5 minutes of the first quarter. And though the Falcons, as she misses the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. Greetings, Seoul, South Korea. Good to see ya. She's got another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass coming up after she misses the first. The second is on the approach and good. So make it a 2-point ball game. The Falcons, again, extending the pressure end line to end line. Snowflake's had a little bit of a hard time with the trap as they move it from the center to the left. Right back to Carlisle as she breaks it straight away. Try to fire a pass inside to Schneider, who goes up and is pushed and will go to the free throw line as that's the 8th Alchesay team foul with 5.5 minutes remaining in the first. Half, that is. Schneider's been very busy trying to get herself freed up. This Falcon defense is swarming. As soon as they have somebody triple teamed on the perimeter, it's amazing how quickly they can get down and double or triple somebody up on the post. As Schneider's first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is up and good. Because of that, though, that might be one of the reasons why the Lobos have had so many opportunities on the offensive glass, as the second Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw from Schneider is also good, and it's tied up. Snowflake had so many offensive struggles in that first quarter, and now tied with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left. The 16th seeded Lobos playing the 8th seeded Falcons, as it's off to the right, then left. Massey taking a look at a couple of cutting players, instead going to retreat between the circles, then move it to the right side. Fake a pass to Nosey. She gets toward the wing, then circle back out. Nosey has it as she's D'd up, this time by Nichols. Hesitates with 10 seconds on the shot clock, forces her way to the right block, uses the glass, but it's a little too strong. Trying to get the rebound out as Nichols rolled it free as it's going to be picked up by Carlisle, and she is immediately reached in upon. That's the 9th team foul. Should maybe the 1-and-1. Yeah, they're talking about it. Wait. Yeah, yep. They're suggesting Snowflake needed to inbound that thing, but all the Falcons on the floor knew what was going on. As Carlisle's got to trot over to the free throw line, where she's going to have an opportunity for a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Meanwhile, Cody Penrod and Braxton Jones checking back in for the Lobos. Jalen Nashio back out there for the Falcons. Point here in the first 3+ minutes of the second quarter, already at the baseline, nearly losing her pivot foot and forced to throw this one back out where it was momentarily had by Nichols, but she throws it away right in turn. Now fire a pass inside. Nosey was trying to find Brown. It's instead taken away by Schneider. She goes right in the lane and losing her footing. Nichols is going to be toppled and whistled for the traveling. I say that she was toppled. That was by tripping over her own foot. She was not nearly fouled. As she checks out, coming in, Kinsey Brogan and Chloe Reedhead. Schneider also, nope, correction, that's Natalie Carlisle who's checking out. As the Falcons back on the offensive end, trailing 15-13, 4.5 minutes to go. Nosey's able to get the step and square up at the right block. Tie it up at 15 after the bank shot. 4:24 to go, and the make allows the Falcons to set up in the full court press. Put it back to the middle, then off to the right sideline where it's had by Penrod. Quick pass inside to Schneider, who's double teamed, trying to rip a couple of Falcons away, eventually push it off left of the lane. Reedhead gets inside the foul line, tries the teardrop, or was that a pass? I don't know, but it's knocked out of bounds by one of the Lobos. Looked like she was trying to drop that in with the floater, but she also might have been trying to get that to Braxton Jones, but that was going to be a tough needle to thread, as a short hop can't be handled on the outside by Nashio. Nosy over to give her a little dap because she was taking some ownership without short hop. Thank you, Fort Bliss, Texas. Good to have you. Here come the Lobos, tied up at 15, under 4 minutes to go. Left angle three from Penrod's not good, but another offensive rebound for Schneider. Her first effort's blocked. She's get the rebound back up, but it's not good. Now Nosy has the ball taken away by Jones, who's trying to go on the attack, and she's bumped and fouled. If this is on Nosy, it's her second. It is not. It is on Sanchez. No, correction. It's on Mona Gregg. But that's the 10th team foul. So 2 free throws for the duration of the half for the Lobos, as Jones puts up the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw and knocks it down to give the Lobos their third narrow advantage. Trying to make it again a 2-point game, and the second Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw rolls in. Snowflake matching its largest advantage, a lead of 2. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the half, as Nosy trying to get inside, loses the basketball, rolls right back to her. She now tries to go over to Gregg, who couldn't handle the entry pass, and it's stolen away to Schneider. Here come the Lobos, though. They give it right back at the midcourt line. Nashio attacking straight away, bounces it to the right block. Subtle trying to go on the attack, instead it's right back out. Nashio, foul line jump, good. 17-17, as Schneider drops this one off into a double team, trying to keep a couple of players away from it. Brogan's able now break the time stripe, get it toward the left wing where she loses her pivot foot and travels, as she had Schneider breaking to the basket. It might have been a clean rim run for the Lobos instead. It's still another turnover. Both sides very, very generous with the basketball here. Under 3 minutes to go until the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. Tied up at 17. Quick pass inside Gregg. Now she is double teamed. Schneider trying to knock it away. It rolls free. Now thrown back in before she falls out of bounds, but Subtle drops it right off to Penrod. Another turnover forced by the Lobos. Now a pass over to the right wing. Taking a look at the basket instead. Brogan takes one bounce inside. Mid-range jumper is up and short. Gregg clears it out for the Falcons. 2.5 to go. Tied up at 17. Nosy's trying to push the issue, and there she gets inside behind the back. Now held up by 3 Lobos. Put it to the corner. Alchesay right back to Nosy. Gets out of the painted area, dribbles out to the left of the lane, handed off Nashio. Now Alchesay bounces it back toward the left wing. Nosy back to the right side, thought about a 3. Instead, it's off to Nashio. 10 seconds to shoot. Now she gets inside and out. Short corner from the right side is up and good for Gregg. 2 minutes to play here in the half, and Alchesay's back in front. The Falcons have scored the last 4. Lead 19-17. Snowflake nearly turns it over again, but able to save this one back out to Carlisle from Brogan. Now Carlisle at the foul line, couldn't get that one up and good, but Jones has the rebound. Kick it back outside where 3 ball is up from Brogan. A comfort fit Dentures 3-pointer puts the Lobos right back in front, 20-19. About halfway through the first quarter, it was Alchesay leading 9-3 and looked like it was firmly in control, but the Lobos right back out now with a 1-point advantage after it seemed again like the Falcons had reclaimed control. Nosy from the corner on the near side. Denied on the penetration from Penrod. Crosses over from the left to the right. What a great move there from Jas Nosy. Gets the Falcons right back in front, 21-20. Schneider straight away is able to fire a pass into the front court left, and Jones, and she again looked like she had a clean rim run, but she started moving before she had the hands on the ball, so she clears it back outside to Carlisle, who feeds it inside to Schneider, and she's got it up and good. Right back in front go the Lobos, 22-21, under a minute to play in the half. Nosy attacking toward the corner on the far side, kicks it back out, saved the possession with Nashio. Again on the perimeter, it was deflected away, but eventually rotated to the right side, and Alchesay to the foul line. Nosy trying to go one-on-one with Penrod, puts it up, not good, but she's bumped and fouled. When she is out there, the Alchesay offense is much different, especially because of the way she is able to attack in the half court off the dribble penetration. She's going back to the mid-court, the free throw line for some Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. As the first one rolls off the rim. 40 seconds left, a 5-second differential between the shot and game clock, and the Lobos right now trying to make sure they're strong on the offensive glass to keep a couple of undersized Falcons away. Olberg just came in to replace Schneider as the second free throw is up and good. Tie it at 22. Again, 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, but Snowflake, which has had some trouble getting it into the front court, sends it to Olberg, center of the floor, dribbles toward the center circle, goes to the right and Nichols, and back to the left where it's had the top of the key and Carlisle. She puts it up on the run. It's not good. The rebound's tipped, eventually cleared out to the Falcons. Snowflake opts not to try to get one of the last shots. Instead, it's Alchesay who has it in the front court with 20 seconds. They're also eschewing the opportunity to take the last shot and put that on Nosey as she gets that one up the back rim to score it. 24-22, Alchesay leads. Just 7 seconds left for the Lobos as it's head along the far sideline. Nichols loses the basketball out of bounds, but it's in the front court. 4 seconds left. Go in front of the scorer's table with Brogan. It's going to be an awfully tough task to try to get something toward the three-point line, but see what they do is Brogan inbounds back toward the center circle and trying to go back over to Brogan as she was cutting to the basket. Looked like Carlisle thought that she was going to set up in front of the Alchesay bench. Instead, it goes out of bounds. Ball is going to be inbounded by Alchesay. Now a half-court shot is on the way, but not good. Halftime after an eventful first half has Alchesay leading 24-22. It's the number 8 Falcons playing the number 16 Snowflake Lobos in a tight one as we begin the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
I really wanted to work with robotics. When you come here, you have to act mature and meet deadlines. It's going to help me and my associates, in which I'll be a step closer in college. I'm going to have to apply these skills to the workforce. My ultimate career goal would be to be a mechanical engineer. MPC is transforming my life.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Ace Hardware is certainly the place to get everything from hardware to tools, lumber to drywall, propane to wood pellets, and so much more. But did you know that Ace also has one of the White Mountain's best collections of artificial and silk flowers? Ace Hardware is the best place to find completed arrangements or get all your favorite individual items and make your own. If you're crafty, you'll love everything Ace Hardware has to redecorate your home or create unique, one-of-a-kind gifts in their complete craft section. Oh, and find an unlimited variety of herbal teas from the brand for tea's sake. Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, You'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools that I haven't used. There's always been work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC's transforming my life.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist, which is the start to that path. The instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's incredibly crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear. Goggles.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next. Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
They are both starters. What do I know? That one's deflected at a high velocity out of bounds. Right toward our spot here opposite the scorer's table. As Brogan and Penrod inbound again. Fire a pass over to Carlisle, left to the lane. She starts getting inside the arc, drop it off, left block. Olberg turn over the left shoulder, try it with the right hand, can't get it down, but it's tipped out by Schneider to the awaiting Penrod as she hits a mid-range jumper to tie it at 24. First possession is successful for the Lobos. Now here come the Falcons. They're going to wind up an early three-pointer that's an air ball and rebounded underneath by Olberg. That was out of Nashio's hands. Falcons do a great job getting back defensively. As now forgetting about the interior, but Schneider's shot blocked from the right side. She's got the rebound. Push it over to Olberg, who fires it off the square. Couldn't connect. As now an overhand pass is going to be converted over to Massey. Get it back to the trailing Nashio and then back over to Massey. Nice job by the Lobos after the long pass. Started the transition opportunity, but the Falcons can't convert. 1 minute in here in the third, tied up at 24. Nashio on the outside, pushes it outside the right angle, where Massey's going to try a three-pointer. Not good off the back iron. Log rebound controlled by Penrod. Now Schneider goes up front where, Carlisle tries to find Schneider, but the entry pass was deflected away again by some very speedy and hustling Falcons. Ball rolled all the way back of the hoop. Got a helpful fan, brings it up. Try to apply some juju as Olberg gets the inbound pass 10 feet away. She can't get the first one. Schneider goes back up. A lot of contact, but she can't get that one up and good as it's now tripped up and a foul whistled against one of the Falcons. But the Alchesay fans, I think, were hoping for 3 seconds. They ought to be happy that Schneider, when she was handcuffed, was not sent to the free throw line. First team foul whistled against the Falcons. Didn't hear who it was against. 35 seconds back on the timer as an air ball is elevated from the far corner. That was Brogan. Rebound is already up front and converted at the rim with Sanchez. Back in front go the Falcons, 26-24 as the pass is deflected in the backcourt by the hustling Nashio. As Snowflake continues to have a hard time with this pressure defense that is about 3/4 of the length of the floor. Carlisle in front of the Alchesay bench, inbounds it back to Penrod. One bounce, then back over to Carlisle, then along the far sideline. Break the pressure with Schneider. Back to the midcourt stripe. Carlisle gets it over here to Penrod. Trying to drop it off in the interior, but Brogan's pass is intercepted. Taken away by Nashio. Correction, that was Sanchez. Nashio's got it right now outside the right wing. She gets it off the baseline. Then trying to go back inside to the mid-post looking for Nosey, but it splits her legs. It was a short hop and hard to handle. Stolen away with Schneider. 2 minutes into the third quarter, and it's tied. Nope, it's 26-24. Here's Penrod. She catches and shoots another three. This one a comfort fit denture strike from the outside. Snowflake with another narrow lead. The largest advantage the Lobos have had has been 2. They're leading right now 27-26. Right at the right elbow, Nashio gets it back outside where Sanchez wants to answer, can't do so, and there's Brogan clearing it out amidst 2 Falcons for the Lobos. Send it back toward the end line. Here comes Carlisle as she accelerates up the center of the floor, gets it to the post, and Schneider back outside Brogan. Being defended closely as he attacks baseline right and has it knocked away out of bounds, and it's off of her foot. She doesn't agree. 5:15 to go after the Snowflake turnover. Checking in for the Lobos is Hadley Nichols. She replaces Kinsey Brogan. Back out for the Falcons in replace of Nashio is Andrea Suttle. Falcons have the basketball. Alchesay trails 1, 5:10 to go here in the third. Suttle starts straight away, then moves it to the right. Far corner. Pass had by Massey. She dribbles it out with the left. Handoff, Sanchez starts left, goes right. Hands it back over to Nosey. This is her first touch in the third quarter. She's now trying to back Penrod down. Stops as she gets some help from Schneider. Back outside where an extra pass has it over to Massey, top of the key. Nothing there. 8 seconds. It's left of the lane and put it up on the run. No good there. I think that was Suttle. Rebounds cleared by Schneider. Snowflake with the defensive stop, leading 27-26. But now the Falcons in the backcourt defensively are really frustrating things as a timeout is taken by the Lobos bench after 11 seconds comes off the shot clock. And Snowflake really having a hard time cleanly breaking the pressure, though, leading 27-26, 4:33 to go in the third. It is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on NightTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Snowflake uses a timeout after Alchesay, for the first time really, aggressively trying to trap after a live ball. Falcons going to the bench here during the timeout. Boo Brown in this huddle, as is Corey Alchesay. Lobos do not bring any substitutions, though Braxton Jones is at the scorer's table. 27-26. Reminder that later on at 5:30, we're going to have Sholo's ball game with Yuma Catholic. So keep your internets primed and ready, as this time Carlisle's able to break it over the time stripe without any pressure. Alchesay zoned up as Snowflake rotating it around right to left. Get it to Penrod. Now drop it off in the interior where Schneider's able to get that one right of the lane. Can't get that one up off the front rim. Rebound's tipped out and controlled by Suttle. 27-26. The Falcons are trailing with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play. They have the basketball. They move it from the right to the left, back to the right side, where Suttle tries to get this one back over to Nosey. She has a hard catch with Penrod in front of her. Able to get this one back outside. Brown dribbles out and resets with 12 seconds to shoot. Alchesay starts in front of the Alchesay bench, then comes left of the lane. Get it over to Sanchez as she attacks from the left to the right, trying to go one-on-one against Carlisle. Puts up a pretty good looking hook shot, but it's cleared out by Schneider. Tries to go on the attack with the dribble. Instead, he's going to hand it off to Carlisle as she goes straight away. Stops at the arc and then goes off to the left angle, where it was had by Penrod looking for a cutting Schneider, but she threw it a little bit behind her. She couldn't handle it. Turn it over as Alchesay's already got it in the forecourt left, spinning around. Nosey stops at the block, bounce it back outside where Sanchez is on the attack with the left hand, can't get the finish. Brown with the rebound, rolls it back out to Nosey. She wants to post up Penrod, put that one off the back rim, and a very late whistle is going to send her to the free throw line for some Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. First whistle against the Lobos. Alchesay likewise has only been called for one personal. The third quarter is moving on at a much more rapid clip as the first half was marked by a lot of fouls called on both sides. As the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is converted by Nosey. Olberg's replaced by Braxton Jones. The Lobos also bring in Kenzie Brogan to replace Penrod. Second Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is on the approach from Nosey as she converts them both, and back in front go the Falcons, who had a 9-3 lead in the first quarter. Snowflake was really struggling on the offensive end. It's a dangerous pass is going to sail over Brogan's head and out of bounds. Another turnover forced by the backcourt pressure from Alchesay. Falcons, who had taken a lead after an offensive rebound, was rolled out to Nosey. Trying to expand it now as it's deflected from the high post, and Schneider, the rolls right to Alchesay. She saves it off between the circles and then get it outside the left angle where it's had by Nosey, trying to go one-on-one against Nichols. With the right hand, she goes straight away, looking for a cutter at the baseline, but it's deflected away and stolen by Nichols. She's going to stop in front of the Lobo bench, get it to Carlisle, who might have traveled, and now the really late whistle. That was about 3 seconds after the violation. It was the right call, but Lobo fans probably have the right to be a little frustrated as Nosey gets to the foul line, kick it out near corner where it's instead going to be rotated around. Subtle and Sanchez fire this one to the short corner on the left, where a nice move to the basket from Brown. Can't get the finish, though she has her own miss, back up and good. 3-point lead for the Falcons. Alchesay leading 30-27, and again set up the pressure where it's flash in front. Brown's got the steal. Knock it back out to Subtle. He's going to get it back along the baseline's left. Right back over to Sanchez. Nice close out there by the Lobos. She turns the corner from the left to the right, all the way to the basket, though can't get the bunny. Rebound is had by Carlisle. She's trying to beat the defense down. Gets this one to the three-point line where it's elevated from Nichols. Side rim's not good. Jones with the rebound, trying to go back up underneath the basket. That's not good. Carlisle has her shot rejected by Sanchez. Rebound is had by Alchesay. 1:40 to go here in the third. The Falcons with some momentum, leading 30-27. Nosey loses the basketball off her leg. She's able to get it back toward the midcourt line. Stops at the top of the key and bounce it outside Alchesay. 12 seconds now for the Falcons to shoot as it's again in front of the Alchesay bench. Subtle walks to the three-point line, then goes back outside Nosey. On the hezzy, she crosses over from the right to the left, try to bounce it back outside where it's out of bounds off of one of the Falcons with just 2 seconds on the timer. The Falcons might have been a little bit gassed after all of that energy on the defensive end. Not that they just checked somebody in, but I am incorrect. It was Snowflake. She brought Carlisle out. Replacing her is Chloe Reedhead. Go over to Nichols. Right back over here on the near side, Reedhead. Comes to Olberg, gets it back. Reedhead finds Nichols, left angle, try to enter it inside for Schneider, but it passes over her head. Another unforced error there from the Lobos. Under a minute to play. Back on the defensive end. They trail 30-27 as the pass is fired into the interior. Converted to Sanchez as she's got the lay-in up and good. And it's a 5-point Alchesay lead. Trying to get this one again over the time stripe. Dribbling toward the near sideline, and a foul is called on one of the Falcons. You can hear what the Alchesay faithful think. They don't like it. Official can't see Sanchez's number. She's got a long ponytail. It's going to get Jalen Nashio back in. And Snowflake takes a timeout with 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter, trailing 32-27. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
Snowflake uses a timeout to try to set up a play with 0.4 of a second separating the shot and game clocks. Alchesay has scored the last 6. Now leads 32-27. Last bucket for the Lobos was a Penrod 3, as she's got it in the same spot at the right wing. Skip it to the left. Snowflake, which had an opportunity to hold for the last shot at the end of the second quarter, doing a lot more to be patient and occupying the clock as it's deflected on the perimeter, but had by Penrod, now kicked out of bounds. So that should turn off the shot clock, and it does. 16.4 seconds left. The Lobos can now hold for the final possession, trailing 32-27. Penrod from the corner here on the near side. Inbounds going back to the left of the lane where it's gathered in by Reedhead. As she tries to enter it inside, it's deflected and stolen away. 10 seconds left here in the third. Alchesay goes to the top of the key and then off to the left wing with Sanchez with 2 seconds. Tries to drop this one off at the rim, and it'll count. Nosey with the catch and finish, an 8-0 run to finish the third quarter from Alchesay, and the Falcons will go into the final period leading 34-27. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Ace Hardware is certainly the place to get everything from hardware to tools, lumber to drywall, propane to wood pellets, and so much more. But did you know that Ace also has one of the White Mountain's best collections of artificial and silk flowers? Ace Hardware is the best place to find completed arrangements or get all your favorite individual items and make your own. If you're crafty, you'll love everything Ace Hardware has to redecorate your home or create unique, one-of-a-kind gifts in their complete craft section. Oh, and find an unlimited variety of herbal teas from the brand for tea's sake. Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Lady Falcons begin the fourth quarter with the basketball, trying to continue an 8-0 run to lead 34-27. Nosey goes to the right of the lane, and Sanchez, who has it stripped away, taken by Schneider. Snowflake really needs to make good on this turnover. As Penrod, who's got the last make from the three-point line, gets it inside to Olberg, right back to the corner where Penrod's going to try a three-pointer that's off the back rim. Schneider trying to fight for the rebound, tips it out and saves the possession with Brogan. New 35 on there for the Lobos, who trail 7. Back between the circles, Carlisle tries to bounce it to Schneider, left block. She has it deflected, though she's able to maintain. Now double team, kicks it to one, trying to get it through the paint where she was looking for Olberg, but it doesn't touch anybody, and it's out of bounds to the Falcons. Big Alchesay crowd here at the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott. They're letting the Lobos have it right now as they lead 34-27. Ball is bounced over to a wide open Nashio. Her three-pointer is not good. I don't know how many rebounds Schneider has, but it's a lot. As Carlisle's already at the three-point line. Bounce it to the right wing where three-pointer's up from Brogan. It's not good, too strong. Rebound cleared up by Nosey, who wants to go with another touchdown pass. Converted to Nashio, and she puts it off the rim. Not good. Rebounds are cleared out this time by Penrod. Lobos looking to hurry as Penrod's got her foot on the gas, loses the handle as she gets inside the foul line, taken away by the Falcons. Cleared out along the near sideline. Nashio's got one player to beat, but she's going to wisely wait for her teammates. Fire a pass, I correct myself, as Nosey's at the baseline. Now steps back inside the block. Too strong off the glass. Rebounds had by Brown. She's got the finish. sorts of Falcon fans on their feet. 36-27, Alchesay leads. Carlisle at the center of the floor, goes left of the lane. Schneider, one bounce from 10 out, she scores. First point in a long time for the Lobos. Stops 10 straight scored by the Falcons. 6 minutes to play, and the Lobos back on the defensive end, trailing 7. Nosey trying to back down Penrod, gets inside the foul line, spins back to the right, off the glass too strong. Another offensive rebound, this time Sanchez can't convert, but she's knocked to the ground and fouled, and will take a couple of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws for her trouble. Sanchez trying to make it again a 9-point game. That would match the largest lead that the Falcons have had, either side for that matter, as the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw was not good. A couple of players shuttling in for the Lobos. Maybe it's just Braxton Jones. Schneider's going to get a quick break. I imagine she'll be right back out there as quickly as possible. As Sanchez now trying to make it an 8-point game. Has that one roll off the rim. Olberg's got the rebound. Lobos get the defensive stop of sorts as Jones is along the near sideline. Now she's doubled up, and reach and foul is going to be called on either Nashio or Sanchez. Fans behind me thought that Jones had traveled. That is the 13th foul whistled against Alchesay. 5:41 to go. It's up and down between the circles. Penrod goes to Carlisle. To the left block, and Jones back outside Penrod. Catch and shoot a three that's off the side rim. Rebound's tipped and controlled by the Falcons. Sanchez saves it out to Nosey. 5:27 to go. And Alchesay with the basketball in a 7-point lead. Nosey matched up with Penrod as she crosses over to the right side, but has the dribble taken away by Jones. Saving the steal as she's now being crowded in the backcourt. Gives it out to Carlisle, who's trying to come to the right side. Send it over to Brogan, who thought about a three. Instead, she picks up the dribble, picks up her pivot foot. No whistle there. Is he going to get it up to Penrod, who has that entry pass kicked away? The Falcons' defense is so aggressive. And the Lobos frequently dragging the pivot foot. You can understand why, because they're just watching these double teams run at them with all sorts of aggression. As Penrod inbounds to the near side, Brogan's going to catch and shoot a three-pointer that was blocked. Rebounds tipped it around, eventually taken by Boo Brown. With the stop, under 5 minutes to play, 36-29, the Falcons lead as they bounce it off to the right side. Subtle goes back left of the lane, thought about a three, instead Nashio matched up with Brogan, goes on the attack to the right side, and then kick it outside to Brown. His three-point shot's not good, but the weak side rebound saved by Subtle. Now to the foul line. Nosey, step back, try it from the elbow. It's not good, and this time Olberg's able to clear it out. Schneider's at the scorer's table. With 4:30 to go, the Lobos trailing 36-29. Just got one bucket here. Has got a tie up. Possession arrow will keep it with Snowflake. And the stop and play will allow Schneider to come back in as she replaces Olberg. Only one bucket here in the fourth quarter for the Lobos, who trailed 7 coming out of the third and still do so. Forgot to mention, but when it's time to start your college education, go to Northern Pioneer College. They got the lowest tuition in the state. Carlisle gets it right back from Penrod. Now to the foul line where it's stripped away from Jones, but over the back, and a whistle is called on Subtle. That's the 4th team foul committed by Alchesay, so still a ways to go before either side is going to be shooting free throws. Snowflake's only been whistled twice. Ball's inbounded again to Jones, and she's again knocked to the ground, and a foul is going to be whistled, I believe, again on Subtle. Alchesay fans don't like. That's the 5th. Snowflake, which has been having another hard time finding points. If it can start getting to the foul line, that would make a difference. As there, the inbound pass goes to Brogan. Her corner three from the left is not good, and Brown's got the rebound cleared out for the Falcons. Pretty good look. Can't get it down. Lobos trying to get another stop as they trail 7. On the outside, Nashio goes on the attack before kicking it back outside Kosei. Reverse it to the left and then back up top. Nashio thought about a three. She's matched up with Brogan. A couple of jab steps before she goes inside and out. Brown gives way to Nosey, who has this one back to a cutting Brown, but it was deflected. She tried to push it off to Kosei, and it winds up out of bounds. The Lobos get a stop, but with 3:50 to go, trailing 7 and still more than halfway through the fourth quarter with just 2 points. Carlisle, a long pass, gets it to Jones. She's on the attack, tries to go with the teardrop off the glass. It's not good, but she gets her own miss. Back outside Brogan. Fake a pass to the baseline. Instead going to try to dribble it out. Back down Nosey, and then hand it off to Carlisle. Enter it inside to Jones with a left hand, this time high over the square. She's not good. Third effort is over the square, not good. Rebounds tip, and now a foul is going to be called on Jones as she tried to get a fourth opportunity. 3 looks right at the rim, and the Lobos can't get the bucket down. Third team foul whistled against Snowflake. 36-29, Alchesay just a few minutes away from advancing to the semifinals where Window Rock awaits. Nosey goes from the right to the left of the corner. Now it's reversed outside Alchesay. Fake a pass left, dribble it right. Jones picks her up, deflects the pass, but it's Inertia takes it to Nashio as she goes to the corner near side. Nosey in front of the Alchesay bench. Starts moving toward the foul line where she drops a perfect pocket pass to Brown. First effort's not good, but off the offensive rebound, Schneider, I believe, is going to be said to reach in and foul her. No, it's actually going to be broken. There's the 4th team foul on the Lobos, just 1 tick under 3 minutes. And another trip to the foul line for some Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. This time it's Boo Brown. First one's up and good. Makes it an 8-point game. Brown's sizing up the second. That's also good. 9-point advantage matches Alchesay's largest lead. Snowflake was still just 1 bucket here in the fourth quarter as Jones takes it from the interior and Schneider goes right back, and the 6th team foul is whistled, this time against Alchesay. So the Lobos will now be in the bonus for the rest of the way. But time is running short. 2:51 to go. As Penrod inbounds Brogan, corner far side. Left block, Schneider has it taken away by Alchesay. Pass into the forecourt is intercepted by Penrod, so they take it right back to the Lobos. But again, more than 5 minutes in, and still with just 1 bucket, as there's Nosey taking the dribble away from Carlisle as she goes end-to-end. Snowflake's got to take another timeout, now trailing 40-29 with 2:29 to go in the ball game. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno.
Lobos been held to 1 bucket here in the fourth quarter, now trailing 40-29. Nosey's been leading the way, but at times she's had a lot of help. And here in the fourth quarter, it's been Boo Brown and Corey Alchesay. Brown's been awfully big on the glass, as she says she wants to stake a claim to be the Deemer's glass woman. As this one again over the head of Schneider, she can't elevate and get it in the center circle, and that trapping pressure from the Falcons is probably going to be the biggest thing, in addition to Jazz Nosey, that's going to have them advance into Window Rock. Lobos took a 27-26 lead, about 3 minutes to play in the third quarter with a Penrod three-pointer, and since then they've just had the 1 deuce. As here is a mid-range jumper up the baseline's left side from Nashio, and right now it's looking academic. 42-29, Alchesay with the lead, but the defense over the last 11 minutes of the ball game has been stifling the Lobos as Carlisle gets in outside the foul line, puts up the runner, it's not good. Schneider with the offensive board, Got to work pretty fast here. Penrod's going to try a three-pointer left of the lane. It's a Comfort Denture three-pointer that goes down. Makes it a 10-point game, but there's only a minute and 45 seconds left. Lobos trying to speed things up as Sanchez is met in the center circle. Alchesay fans wishing a whistle was blown is now going on the attack, and they'll get that one as Nashio was reached in there by, I think, Brogan, indeed. 92 seconds left, and going to the free throw line for some Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws is Jalen Nashio. Trying to make it a 12-point game. The Lobos thus far held to 5 points over the last, what are we going to call that? 8 minutes? 7, 8 minutes? First foul shot was not good. Another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw coming up here. And that will be converted. 43-32, a minute and 32 seconds left. Snowflake's got to go much, much faster. Carlisle gets it in over the time stripe, and it goes back to Penrod. Got to get a shot up there. Instead, she dribbles toward the foul line. She'll put up another runner. That one's off the front rim. And now wisely, after the rebound is had, Sanchez is going to try to use some clock. A minute and 12 seconds left, and it's looking at this point like it's going to be Alchesay window rock in the semis. Now an early three-pointer is up out of Nasio's hands. Hangs over both sides of the rim and eventually falls in after the front lip gets a touch. A Comfort Fit Denture three, and now it's thrown away again. This one deflected, trying to get this one to the left of the lane. Nosey looking again for Nashio, but it's out of bounds and will be Lobo basketball. But 51 seconds left, and Alchesay, after a huge defensive performance over the last 1.5 quarters, will get window rock in the semis. Penrod attacking baseline left and then trying to go back to the foul line, but it's intercepted by Nosey. 37 seconds left. She crosses over on Schneider and has her shot blocked out of bounds by Carlisle. Stay with the Falcons. 32.5 seconds left. 3 seconds separate the shot and game clock. 16-seeded Lobos knocked off top-seeded Gilbert Christian to get to this ball game. The Falcons there as on the attack as Sanchez kept throwing wave after wave of defensive pressure, and though the Lobos were able to make it a tight game through the first 2.5 and even had a lead after that Cody Penrod three-pointer late in the third. Only one bucket over the next 5 or 6 minutes, and the Falcons took advantage as a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is converted up the front rim. I believe that's Sanchez. Sure is. Makes it a 15-point game. And a second Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw does the same. 16. 24 seconds left, and the Alchesay fans are on their feet. Carlisle gets this inside to Jones, has her shot blocked, rebound sent back in play and into the Snowflake bench. 13 seconds now left. Again, window rock knocked off Tuba City. Going to have Shinley and Monument Valley and Sholo and Yuma Catholic. You can listen to the Yuma Catholic Sholo game on these same internets as Schneider can't get that shot up, and then Jones with an offensive rebound. That one won't fall. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Alchesay is the victor. 48-32, Alchesay gets the win. I'll tell you a little bit more about it after this. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Final score, Alchesay knocks off Snowflake 48-32. Lobos held to 10 points in the second half as we take a look at some of our superlatives, especially the horn drive of the game. GMC Chevy score that saves you more. And the momentum really turned when Janet Sanchez was able to get the basketball up and underneath and hit a little reverse layup. Looked like both of her shoulders were squared up and away from the hoop. She was able to hit the tough angle and get that one up and good right when the Lobos had taken a 1-point lead. That made it a 3-point game after Alchesay had taken it back. And that will be our horn drive of the game against GMC Chevy store that saves you more. Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Got to go back over to Boo Brown, who battled for an offensive rebound, was able to kick it out to Nosey, who was able to then go on the attack. That was really when the momentum swung. I believe that play was right before Sanchez's big bucket. And those two, first the offensive rebound by Brown and the score from Nosey, then followed by the Sanchez bucket, the big turning point of the ball game. That'll be our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile. Love your smile. Talked an awful lot in the first half about how both Libby Schneider and Chloe Olberg were the glass women at that point, and they really continued to bang away on the offensive glass. Did a great job finishing defensive possessions with the rebounds as well. So I think we got to continue to emphasize them as our Deemer's Glass women of the game. Need glass for your home or business? Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASS-MAN. And I believe that is that, as the Alchesay Falcons use the defense and ride to a 48-32 win over the Snowflake Lobos. We'll get window rock at Veterans Memorial Coliseum for the semifinals. We're going to have Sholo's ball game with Human Catholic coming up here after Chinle and Monument Valley do battle at the Findlay Toyota Center here in Prescott. We thank our sponsors, especially Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce, Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo, the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, and Horn Auto Centers. We thank you for spending some of your President's Day with us. We'll have one more coming up after this ball game. This has been the Sholo Ford presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.